In this video, we're going to look at the various options available when creating discussions. So I'm going to scroll down and then click on the object to open it. And now I'm going to configure a discussion. So to turn on discussions, I simply click on the off button. Once I do that, this new section opens that allows me to create a topic. If I only want to activate the discussion and not create topics, that's fine. I do not have to create a topic. But in this case, I do want to create one. If I didn't want to, I could simply close this and leave it and save it, and then I wouldn't have a topic there. I just would have the discuss tool turned on. But in this case, I do want to add a discussion. So I'm going to open that back up and add my title. And then this is optional. I do not need to add a description, but I am going to add a description. I'm going to click on that. This is the description. So I've now added a description. When I'm done, I'll click Done Editing. So you might think you're done at this point, but you're actually not done. You have to click Create New Topic, and now the topic is actually created. And I'm going to save this one so we can create a new one as another example. So that's one topic. Let's create a second topic. So in my second topic, let's say this is the title. I'm just going to say 2 so I remember. Then I'll again click on the click to add content. This is the content. And again click Done Editing. Now, this is the option I want to show you this time. You'll notice there's a checkbox here. To view classmates' responses, students must first post. So what this means is that a student must post in the discussion topic to be able to see all of the other students' postings. So what this does is it really forces the student to come up with their own idea. And once they come up with their own idea, is they post that, and then they can see everybody else's. So just in case students were like, well, I don't know what to write, and they look at everybody else's and just reiterate someone else's posting, this kind of keeps them from being able to do that. This actually forces them to come up with their own idea. Even if it ends up being the same as another student, they've come about it in a more authentic way that didn't have to do with looking at other students' answers. So it's just a little bit of a different thought process. So I'm going to put a check mark there, and then I can choose how many times. To view classmates' responses, students must first post, and at this point the default is 1. I'm going to leave it 1. And again, I'm going to click Create New Topic, and now I have 2 topics. You'll notice this just keeps opening. It's going to continue to allow me to create additional topics. I'm going to save this. If you want to close that because you're going to do more work, you can. Now, in combination, you can add different tools. So let's say we have discussion, but we want to put a date on it. Then I can again say when this should be done. So let's say it's going to be done on day 3 of week 4. I'm just picking at random. They're going to start that, but it's actually due to be announced. Like maybe we want them to start at this time, but the instructor is going to designate a start date or an end date. I'll say TBA, and then I'll say week 5. That would give me a chance then to give the instructor some latitude on when that's due. I'm going to click Save and go back, and then we can see. Now you'll notice that there's really no way of seeing that there's a discussion in this object. You don't see that any place on the course page. You do, however, see the due dates. However, what you could do is if you were curious where those were, if you click on the filter and click on Discuss, then the tool will highlight the object that has a discussion in it, so you can find it later on if you need to do that. I'm going to turn off the filtering so that doesn't stay green. So that's how you add discussions and configure them, and then also add a date and add some options for students having to post prior to being able to see other students' postings.